Hello, welcome to Jason Cavness Experience. I'm your host, Jason Cavness. I'm also the CEO founder of Cavness HR. At Cavness HR, we provide HR to companies with 400 or fewer people by providing a tech platform that automates HR while providing access to a dedicated HR business partner. And I want to welcome you to the Jason Cavness Experience Ho Chi Minh City Edition. For the next few months, we are doing the podcast live and in person from Earth VC's headquarters in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Earth VC is on a mission to unfuck the Earth. They're doing this by supporting breakthrough scientific research, empowering outlier founders to build enduring climate businesses, and they're investing in high-growth startups that decarbonize the world. Earth VC empowers founders who are ambitious, breakthrough, and committed. Earth VC is currently invested in the pre-seeded Series A round. If you think you might be a match, reach out to them at rebuildatearth.vc. Our guest today for our fourth edition is Van. Van, thanks for being here today.
Hi, man. Thank you for inviting me. I'm looking forward to this.
So first question.
All right.
So you're a big college football fan, right?
And what?
Big college football fan?
Yes, I am. I actually went to school in undergrad at Oklahoma State and then OU. So, but I got my master from University of Texas at Austin.
So the question is, Oklahoma State versus University of Texas, who are you going for?
Oh my gosh.
What team are you putting money down on?
Well, honestly, right, I spent more times under my undergrad in Stillwater. So always root for Cowboy. Even that every time I go to the stadium, I always, a big Cowboy fan. Yeah.
So Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State. And but nowadays, like they separate the conference, so it's good. Now I don't have to be debating and stuff. That's the good thing.
Yeah. Did you attend any college football games?
Did what?
Did you ever attend any of them?
Yeah, multiple.
Yeah.
Every time have a game I call in Austin. Every time
The same at Stillwater?
Yes.
Which one has a better atmosphere?
Jesus, man, this guy. All right. I hope my wife don't hear this because she went to school in Stillwater as well. So she's a big Cowboy fan. I would say I prefer Cowboy fan because for me it's very small school.
Yeah.
It's the community based type. So you win, you lose, you still a Cowboy fan, right? With Texas fan is a little bit different. Maybe you never go to school there. Maybe you just part of the community, right? So very different dynamic, right? Short answer, yes, I'm a Cowboy fan more than a Longhorn fan.
But you were born and raised here in Vietnam, right?
Yes, I'm born here. Yes.
Okay. How old were you when you went to the States?
In college, so like 20
years old.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
So what made you decide to go to Oklahoma State of all the universities? Why the most countryest redneckness school in Oklahoma, right?
All right. For the audience that don't know how Stillwater and Oklahoma look like, right? It's basically if you watch the movie Twister, you probably have a good idea about Oklahoma, right? Very flat area. Why I choose Oklahoma? I got the scholarship, part of it, right? I got paid scholarship, but I have an option to go to Houston as well. But my brother live in Houston back then, right? So I'm saying, well, I want to live with my brother or should I do something myself? So I choose to go to Oklahoma. Part of it is, well, independent guy, right? Do something myself. Yeah.
So was it talk about the culture shock? Had to be a culture shock going from Vietnam to Stillwater, Oklahoma. Can you talk about that?
Okay. Well, you from Vietnam in the early 2000 something. Is the country is not like Vietnam right now, right? It's still a developing country. You go to America, not many people go to America under a scholarship back then, but it basically it's a culture shock because Ho Chi Minh City is still a metro city. You have a lot of more population here. Oklahoma, Stillwater, a very small town, rural area, right? And then, but I think that wasn't a shock because you don't have a lot of Vietnamese food. You had to take a 2-hour drive to go to the city to go to the Asian market to get some Vietnamese food. You take 1 or 2 trips maybe in a month, right? So you don't have a lot of exposure. But for me, the best experience actually during that period because I have more opportunity to understand more about America, like the Midwest, right? I think I go to Houston will be very different because they have a big Vietnamese population there. I'm okay. But during that period actually changed my perception about America, about myself. I have more time to focus on myself and build up the community, the Vietnamese student back then. I think that whole experience a little bit shocked, but it's not bad way, right? In my opinion, it's not bad way. It's very good. More focus. I love it. I love very looking back, it's the best experience and best choice that I made when I go Oklahoma instead of Houston.
Yeah, and I could be wrong. Doesn't Houston have the highest population of Vietnamese people in the United States?
Yeah, huge. Vietnamese right after the war have a lot of people moving to US, right? And most people will live in California or but people don't know that Houston actually the second biggest city that have most Vietnamese. A lot of Vietnamese go Houston as well. So um but when you oversee, especially when you immigrant a student, you want to learn about the culture. You want to open yourself and be connected with other people. And for me, right, if you've been in Stillwater, you will notice it's a small college town, and you see a lot, not many Asian there, right? You see a lot more Caucasian people, but very nice. I mean, like people, they're very nice. I still remember I go to Walmart, the only thing that in the city, in the Stillwater, in the town, and people still smile each other and still waving hand. I love it, right? You don't have that in the big city.
No.